Hello, 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 John Mason. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. Today is the day we commemorate the life and work of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We must remember the real Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., not the sanitized saint that's on advertisements. Nope. Let's remember the real Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We'll hear about the 1963 March on Washington, where Dr. King gave his "I Have a Dream" address. But people tend to forget, or they're encouraged to not remember. The full name of the march was the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. We have to remember that. And later in his career, before his assassination, King realized the interconnectedness of race and class, as we all must do. Low-income black people and low-income white people pitted against each other. Dr. King, however, believed in building bridges between the two. However, politicians thought it be to their advantage to exacerbate racial relations, tell them that the black guys are going to get your jobs and leech off welfare. That's always a contradiction. Racists always accuse black people of both loafing around on welfare at home and stealing so-called white people's jobs. Does that make sense? No, but racism doesn't make sense. We have to overcome it. And class is important too. They're intertwined. Those two evils are intertwined. And today we continue Dr. King's work by studying the history of the movement, not just Dr. King and all the other top figures like the Reverend Dr. Ralph Abernathy and M. Clayton Powell, Malcolm X, those guys, but also the local boots on the ground activists working in the grassroots, working in the neighborhoods to advance people of color and low-income people, including white people. So, and another part of this work is continuing such community service projects as clothing collections for the homeless, meals for the homeless, making sure kids get books, all that stuff. It shows that these problems of hunger and poverty and unemployment and homelessness are real. They're not statistics. They're not nightclub jokes. They're real. And also, we must continue the work of Dr. King by standing up to the erosions of our civil liberties and rights. Let's start with the obvious one. ICE roaming around the streets in Minneapolis, trying to turn it into a war, searching for allegedly illegal aliens. I mean, I don't like that term illegal alien. I mean, undocumented, sure. I mean, they don't have the right paperwork. But these ICE bastards, they don't care. They don't care about your paperwork. Whether you've been, they don't care whether you've been working your ass off to provide for your family for lo these many decades. All the ICE agents will nab you and terrorize you, no matter what your immigration status or citizenship status. They've been known to arrest people who and detain people who've been living in this country from the day they were born, and deporting them to countries they've never been to, don't even know the language, separate them from their families. Little kids finding out that their parents have been nabbed by ICE while they were at school. And I am overjoyed at seeing the good citizens of Minneapolis standing up for their neighbors, crowding around ICE agents if they're daring to make an arrest, pulling out their cell phones to take video of what they're doing. Let's keep that up. Let's show we can stand up to them. We're not afraid of them. And let's please familiarize ourselves with our rights in dealing with ICE. I have to keep our... We can possibly you can contact the ACLU about what to do in case ICE is in the vicinity. One thing I remember they tell you to do is don't let them in your house unless they have a judicial warrant. Not an official administrative warrant from ICE, a local office, but a judicial warrant from a federal judge. And if ICE is in the neighborhood, let everyone know. Be prepared for them. And that, cats and kittens, is how we shall commemorate the life and work of Dr. King. And on that cheery note, advertisements. All this work I do on my media, my YouTube channel, my podcast, my blog, my poetry, my fiction, my journalism, they're all work. They're all work. And it takes money to put all this material out there. To put my material on these platforms, I have to pay for that. I need to be compensated for that, and hopefully raise it all to a higher level. So, please get on my website, johnomason.com, and click either the PayPal button or the Buy Me a Coffee button, and see what you can give. Thank you. I appreciate it. And also, along with my first novel, Soldier of the Cross, published now is the sequel to Soldier of the Cross, The Ascension of David Lucas, available on KDP Amazon. It's the further adventures of David Lucas, having come home for his Armed Forces evangelistic tour, and he starts rising at the top of the heat of TV evangelism. But what does he do when he reaches the top? please look it up. Both books up. Soldier of the Cross and The Ascension of David Lucas on Amazon.com. And also, Hemperific is a lovely little CBD product store located on Snyder Avenue near 15th Street in South Philadelphia. There you'll find some of the finest cannabis-infused products. Flour and gummies and candies and drinks and teas and lip balm and hand sanitizer and dog treats. Yep, dog treats. Look them up, please. HemperificLLC.com. And also my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business. Let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs and professionals. Please look her up. GrowWithSnow.com. Alrighty then. We got our work cut out for us, kids. And we're up to it. We got a legacy of freedom fighting behind us. And always lurking in the background, there's always going to be those people trying to take our rights and freedoms away. Take away all the rights people died for. Just a very basic act of voting. People died for it. Let's not let them down. They stood up to the forces of tyranny once, and we can do it again. We can keep the legacy of Dr. King going. Thanks. You have a lovely week ahead of you. Bye.